Today we are going all the way in, hair and makeup. I'm thinking of doing like a slick back just because I went to the gym today and I just feel like my hair's it's just not the vibe today for me personally. So that's what I want to do. I'm just trying to configure how I'm going to do this. Because I do have gels, but I tend to prefer using oils in my hair for a slick back lately. Hi everyone, hi Ravi, hi TJ, hi Olivia, hi Mayel. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking maybe I'll just do my makeup first and then I'll do my hair. Just feels like the easier thing to do. Could you share some makeup tips for this video with specific products? Thank you. Sure, I'll just share everything I'm using as I go along and any tips that I have personally. When you are doing your makeup, you always want to start with a good base. You want your skin to be fresh and clean. Number one, you're gonna step out on the scene. So I've washed my face. I've done some moisturizers already, but I'm going in with the MAC Studio Moisturizer. Looks like this. But you can use whatever moisturizer you have. And I'm just doing this to really get that like even coating on my skin and make sure that my makeup doesn't dry me out, you know? That's the vibe. Hi Faye, how's it going? How's your day? As someone who is teaching but unable to transition among vicariously through videos, you're amazing. Thank you, Laura. Maybe one day for you. I'm 3 months on hormones now, so excited. Congrats, congrats. Anyways. You know what, I think I'm gonna use some primer as well today. Just to like go in and give you the full vibe. Okay. I have Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas. This is a good primer. Looks like this. And yeah, just going in with the primer. I never normally use primer, but I have it, so I thought I'd go in and see if it makes a difference. This kind of feels like a silicone-based primer. It doesn't feel like oil or like water. Different primers and different products have different bases. Thank you, Andy. What's new in everyone's lives? What's the tea? What's the info? Nice. I need to go Christmas shopping. I don't really use too many serums at night. I try to keep skincare pretty simple because I find if you use too many products, it just like fucks with your skin in the long run. Drink water, eat healthy, moisturize, and you're good to go, in my opinion. I don't mind the idea of like eventually dabbling in like Botox or filler, but from what I've seen and heard from people, it just ends up making you look strange over time because it messes with your natural physiology and can sometimes just make you look older. Thank you, Johnny. Love to Sweden. Okay. I've got a lot of work I need to get done today, so I'm gonna do a full face of makeup, film some content, I live my best life. Hi, Jim. It sounds like fun. I'm looking forward to having a few days off around Christmas and maybe just playing some video games too and reading some books. Hi, Phaedra. Okay. Let's go in with our foundation to start. Now, if you want more full coverage, what you have to do is use a foundation brush instead of a sponge. This is going to not absorb as much product as a sponge would. And it's just more versatile for coverage, I find. So I'm taking some foundation. I'm just gonna pop it where I wanna cover. So if you guys can see, I have rosacea all here. And I've got some irritation right here, and here, and here, and here. So covering the rosacea, covering the irritation, and if you can see, I'm stippling with the brush instead of sliding it, and that just helps with coverage and make it not look streaky. Looking pretty good so far. I do have natural blush, but sometimes you want your makeup to look more blended in. Buy some sheep. I don't understand these questions. You had the biggest crush on a boy with rosacea in high school. That's so funny. I think rosacea looks cute. I think it's cute. The only reason I cover it is because when you're wearing makeup, it's hard to make the rosacea like match the rest of your skin. Cause like you can still kind of see it through a little bit and it just looks less even. Hi, Loneliets. Hope to be able to find some eggnog. I love eggnog. Yum. What's my favorite brand of makeup? I would say either NARS or MAC or I don't know. I haven't really tried too many. I love e.l.f. e.l.f. is really good and very affordable. Thank you, Critical. Do I have a crush? I don't currently have a crush. I always get asked like dating questions every single time I go live. But I guess it's because I also talk about it sometimes. So y'all want the updates, which I understand. But I recently just went through this like phase of deleting all the apps. And I'm just focusing on me, making content with you guys, and just like making moves in my career. Because you never know when a man will come and go out of your life. But your life is yours forever, and you have to invest your time in that because time is more important than money or anything else like that. And I'd rather like focus on myself now. I feel like I've put effort into like relationships and things in the past, and I just realized now is the time to put effort into myself. Like I've had those experiences and they were fun, but I just want to focus on me. If I find someone along the way, then I find someone. I haven't tried Huda Beauty, but I'd love to try it. If any beauty brands are watching, send me anything. I will try it. I love trying everything. Maybelline is one of my favorite products for sure. It's the concealer and liquid matte lip for me. Love that. I definitely love Maybelline as well lately. Like I'm literally using Maybelline's foundation right now. I use their mascara, I use their concealer, and I use their... I think that's it, to be honest. But I do love them. I will say, I think I need like a lighter concealer. I do like this concealer, but it's a little bit too close to my skin color, if you can tell. And I like a little more contrast. My goodness, thank you so much, Chris, for the super chat. You're so sweet. My mom is coming over this Saturday for Christmas. I also got my cars fixed. I also love the pink top. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Love that your mom's visiting you for Christmas. I always go see my mom for Christmas too. I think that's one of my favorite part of the holidays is just spending time with the ones you love, eating yummy food, and just staying warm during the winter because I'm from like a cold country. So I just broke up with my girlfriend. Can I get some motivation? Yes, you can. Just know that like everyone's going through different phases in life. Some people are like married for 40 years and then they get a divorce and then they're single again. Like, there's always time for new beginnings. You're not alone. Everyone goes through this. And now is an opportunity for you to find someone you're even more compatible with, or to just work on yourself and have more time to spend with yourself and on yourself. Because clearly that relationship was never going to work. That chapter is over, and you are on to bigger and better things. You can focus on your health, on your fitness, on your hobbies, your goals, and manifest the life that you want and attract another partner eventually who is into you and your entirety. So that's my little motivation for you. That's what I try to tell myself anyways. You do the 110. Right now, this one is the 110. But I will say, it definitely is the right shade for me, I think. Like, it's pale enough. I just find that I like to add a little bit of this e.l.f. camo concealer. If you try this, Faye, you'll be blown away. This is like so high coverage, crazy. I do like Rare Beauty. I just haven't bought anything from them yet. I definitely would buy their blush though, because that's like the #1 product. But see, I like to just put a little bit of this e.l.f. product here, and it just gives me a little bit more coverage and like brightness and sculpting. Love the emotes, Jim. So cute. I do know what looks maxing is. I personally think that, you know, I have looks maxed myself. It's like a new term for like a concept that everyone has already been doing since the dawn of time. Looking hotter or whatever. Looks maxing. I kind of feel like I'm like looks maxed out. Like, there's always a point where you go too far and then it's like, was that worth it? So. But there also is like a trend on TikTok where people were like, tell me what I'm blind about, aka like when you're used to your own appearance, whether you do your hair a certain way or your makeup a certain way, you sometimes don't realize that you could try a new style or something and bring out different features that you have. So I definitely feel like I'm always open to trying new styles and things and like changing the way I look, because I used to think I looked so great 10 years ago, and then I looked back on the photos and I'm like, what the F was I thinking? So if you guys have any tips on like what I should try out, maybe get some highlights, go blonder again. No, I don't know. How long does it take for skincare? I would die waiting. Oh, skincare doesn't take that long in my opinion. Do I like K-pop? I think it's fun. I tried black hair, Sergio, but I just feel like I looked too pale. It wasn't my look. I think my features are too light for black hair. But I just went to the gym today. I did a lower body workout. I did squats. I did weighted lunges. I did hip thrusts. I did a couple cable kickbacks. I feel like cable kickbacks, I'm kind of like trying to like really figure out if I'm doing them properly. Like, it's hard to know because you have to like, you know, but I try. Thank you. I am Phaedra. I put the T in LGBT. Should I do like a little apartment tour video? I feel like you guys would like that. Like its own separate video. Hi Lamano, hope you're doing well. What is AJ Clementine's take on the Bambi drama? I'm not really too sure. I haven't really been following that, to be honest. I don't know either of them personally, and I don't know, it seems like a lot of drama. Like, I saw the one girl, Bambi, she was like saying, or I don't know, do you guys know the history on that? Apparently AJ said that Bambi, this is all alleged because I have no idea what the tea is. There's 2 trans girls, I think AJ and Bambi, both from Australia, but AJ lives in the UK now. I followed AJ for longer, and I like we have like a mutual situation, but I think she was like posting like shady things about her ex-boyfriend. I don't know about him cheating, but he wasn't cheating. I'm not sure. And then Bambi was like her ex-friend or something, and she like, yeah, this is kind of giving country vibes. I don't know. It's not really my drama to comment on because I have no idea what's happening with that. But basically, there's drama because apparently like AJ was like lying about stuff and Bambi has it on voice notes or something. I saw it on TikTok, but I couldn't really follow, and so I just don't really have an opinion on it. I think people like, you know, go in and out of friendships. I do think obviously if AJ was lying about stuff and like being a mean girl, then that's like really shitty, but I can't say that I'm like friends with either of them or really know them at all, so I don't really have any skin in the game with that. But I do think AJ doing a lie detector test is like really camp and wild. Like, that's crazy. AJ did a new video on YouTube yesterday saying that Bambi was lying. True. I mean, I don't really believe that, because why did it take so long for AJ to like come back with a video? Like, did it not take like a month or longer? And a lie detector test doesn't really mean anything. It's like more of like a novelty, and you know, it's the whole thing's ridiculous, so I don't really believe it. I honestly, and like call me like a bitch or whatever, like I don't care, live your life, do whatever you want, like make your content, but I kind of feel like maybe they're just like trying to get views and drama and stuff like that. Like a lot of creators do that, but also like I just don't really, I don't know, I don't super resonate with their content. I find it kind of cringy. Both of them. They both like dress like they're like middle-aged, or sorry, they both dress like they think they're like Disney princesses, and they're both like full-grown adults, and it's just like bizarre to me. But like they seem like nice people, so I have nothing bad to say on that, but like just their content isn't really my style. Like it just seems very disingenuous and like fake and weird and like delusional. And like you can say I'm mean for saying that, but like it's just, it's not my thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I don't like really engage or watch it, because like it's just weird to me. Does that make sense? And I know that they're probably way more chill and normal in real life, but they have like an image online, I guess, that's like I dress like a princess and like pose for TikToks, and like probably have a bunch of 12-year-olds watching my videos that are like not aware that like grown adults don't actually live like that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's probably a little extra of me to say, but that's no shade. Like I have no like ill will. I'm just saying it's not my style of content. Like I'm not really into that. I find it a little strange. Thank you, Faye, for blocking the spammers. The spammers are slowly creeping in. People are crazy. Some of these comments are destroying my brain cells. I feel them dying. Same. Hi, David. Thank you. I love the chill music as well. I'm about to throw hands. Daniel, you wouldn't know the face of a man if you looked in the mirror. You slack-jawed yokel. But anyways, I don't want to bring the ugly out. Oh my god, block Michelle for life. Jail, 2,000 years, no parole. Would I do a tour of Toronto? I don't even know. I don't give enough of an F about Toronto to give a tour. I don't know like what you guys would even want to see. Like my favorite places. This is my favorite sandwich shop. This is where the homeless man shits every morning. You know, it's not that exciting. Maybe in the summer it would be better. But I have lived here for like 10 years now, so. Blush on the forehead because it just all flows together. It makes you look sun-kissed and gorgeous. It's a stunning look. Don't ask. Okay, now we're gonna go in with some setting powder. I like setting powder because it blurs your pores if you have any. I don't, but I just do it for fun. And yeah, just it looks a little better in photos and videos. So you just hi Lamano. Do I really think TikTok will shut down? Call me a crazed bitch, but like I hope TikTok does shut down. I think it's horrible. I think it's such a waste of time for everyone who goes on it. I think it's trash. There's like 1% of good content and 99% of like brain melting garbage. I think it's like the fast food of social media. And like I do think there's like, you know, amazing things that have come from TikTok and it's started people's careers in amazing ways. But by and large, I don't think it's a positive thing for society personally. I just don't. But you can call me crazy. And like I've tried to get into it and like post on it and stuff, but it's so inorganic to me. I feel like you really have to like fake your life in order to make it on TikTok. Like you really have to set shit up and like record and like, you know, it just seems disingenuous to me. And like it can feel like that on Instagram and YouTube too, but it's harder when you have long form content because you just end up turning it into like a discussion or a podcast or something a little more real. It's not like I feel like on TikTok you could become famous just for wearing 10,000 filters that make everyone feel insecure about themselves and then just like posing sexy in front of the camera. And it's a little bit harder to get away with that on YouTube, personally, I think. Unless there's like programs now that are like, they should like incorporate those programs into like Final Cut Pro. I haven't really crossed. I've been more into like more mature games, like guns blazing, fighting, killing, stabbing, shooting. Hi Emma. Have a good day, Phaedra. Okay, we're pretty much done our skin makeup. I'm just gonna go in with some bronzer. Can you really make money from TikTok lives? I know you can in the US. I'm not sure if you can in Canada. Canada actually has like no TikTok creator fund really. Like you make no money off of TikToks in Canada. It's wild. So it's just kind of like one of those things where like, what's the point? Like you're literally making so much money for the app by generating views and revenue and you don't even get paid. It's like fucked up, so. And I don't know why that is. Is it a TikTok tax issue? Is it a Canada issue? If anyone knows, comment. But as far as I know, it's like you can't make any money. So then a lot of Canadian creators move to the US. It's kind of fucked up. Is that why people are returning to making videos on YouTube? I think so. I think YouTube's having a renaissance. I think it's coming back in a big way. I think it's the vibe, it's the moment. I want to be like the queen of YouTube live streams. Because I feel like no one else is doing these lives on YouTube. Like, do you guys really know anyone else that's doing these? Because I don't. It's just me and you guys. No one else has realized how sickening it is on here. Just me. My favorite lip balm is by Laneige. It's their lip mask. Just kind of going a little more powder. Really caking my face today. Thank you, James. You should do live outside of hanging around the city. Maybe, but I also don't want to look like a psycho. Is it cloudy in Canada? It is. It's like rainy and gloomy today. It's kind of like in between snow and rain, and so it's always a little bit gloomier when it's like that, you know? I do not bend. Free like a bird in the wind, heading straight for a jet turbine. I am Ryan. I try to really interact with you guys because I know you're all starved for social interaction from whatever basements you're crawling out. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. I love messing with you guys. How do you feel about the positive feedback on your cooking videos? Do you mean like on Instagram and stuff? Because like I do love my cooking videos. I think they're so cute and wholesome, and cooking is something I love to do. So I always appreciate that. I love when we can move away from the transsexual topics. It's like beating a dead horse, you know? Like the meat's already been tenderized. The punani's already been served fresh. The, what's it called? The tartare has been, you guys get the vibe. It's like old news to me at this point. So sometimes when people come on and they just want to talk about that shit, or they feel like they need to get validation from me by being like, oh my god, I just popped my first hormone pill. I'm just like, okay, like, even though I know, like, obviously, like, if I inspired your journey, it's like a full circle moment, and so I am like very happy for you, but just sometimes, you know, human to human, you just get tired of that. It's like I'm not the tranny fairy, like godmother bestowing wisdom and hormones onto people. Just the way it is. What's my favorite color? What a great engaging question. So deep. We love a question like that. It's just very thought-provoking. I really had to think about this one. What's my favorite color? What does it mean? When did that thought first form? When did I decide what my favorite color is? And why? And what things are my favorite color? So many philosophical questions here. You guys want to see me in new places? I feel like it would be fun to travel and live stream with you guys. Or if I was like at this like beautiful Italian cliffside, sitting in like Positano or somewhere, having like a cappuccino and just like sitting and chatting with you guys and pretending I'm on FaceTime. You know, like that would be so fun. I would love to do that with you guys. Sponsor my trip to Italy and I'll take you all with me. I'm just kidding. I can't live stream on an airplane and get kicked off by the marshal. Yeah, let's all like the live, you guys. There's almost 100 people here. We only have 46 likes. No one likes me. What are my plans for the week? I want to continue making content, do some live streams on Twitch and stuff. I have a podcast episode coming out this week. I also am filming some sponsored content. So whenever I post sponsored content, guys, make sure you thumbs it up and comment and engage with it. Helps me pay my bills, as you guys know. And so we're doing that. Preparing for Christmas a little bit. I might make another soup. I'm going out for dinner on Wednesday with my sister and my friend, and we'll probably get pasta. There's like a happy hour pasta deal somewhere. Won't say where because I don't want to get stalked. And then Friday, I kind of want to go out and pop my pussy because like I just like going out lately and just like having fun. I deleted all the dating apps and like I just want to like go out and live life and be real and not be like scrolling on my phone. So that was kind of the impetus behind deleting the apps. And so I just think, you know, I like to go out and do shit and live my life. Live downtown, you're only young once. I'm not gonna be hot forever. And that's the way I see it. Call me crazy. I agree, Sima. We need to pump those likes. Wow, my makeup looks so dry. And weird, I just made my nose look even bigger. Oh well. Show yourself the door, Sunil, you little creep loser. Get off my page. Go get a life. You're my babysitter and I'm only 13. He's my... Oh my god. Go to hell. Hide user on channel for life and all subsidiary accounts. Goodbye. I feel like I look crazy because my lips aren't done, so I'm just gonna do my lips right now. And then I'll do my mascara. Act crazy, you get blocked for life. Oh my god, it's the same freak commenting every single time. Freaks to the back, please. Will you have any guests on your podcast before Christmas? I'm thinking of having Emma on again. And we'll just talk about crazy nights out that we've had. Would you guys like to see that? It's so weird. It's endless spammers with the same picture saying the same thing over and over. I agree. It's so weird. I don't understand like what's causing this. It's like I'm in some algorithm of like some scammers from India or something. I don't know. They're like testing out their spam bots. Like endless. Like the fuck. Just hide user on channel fake because like clearly like they're like not even real. But also you don't even have to if you don't want to because like yeah, the mods are working overtime, specifically just Faye. It's crazy. YouTube, do better. Like, do better. Maybe I'll switch to subscriber only chat. I don't know. That way we don't have to deal with all these freak shows. And then I can at least make fun of the people who are hating on me because they're subscribed. I'd love to have Adia on again. The only thing is she lives in Montreal and I live in Toronto, so we're not ever really in the same city ever, but it would be so fun. I actually need to FaceTime her soon and see how she's doing. She just had another surgery, so hopefully she's recovering well. These vibes are so somber with this music. you. I mean, Adia probably doesn't need prayers. I'm sure she'll be fine. Thank you for subscribing. I don't know if we'll hit our goal of 250,000 subscribers by New Year's, but we're still trucking. I'm only, oh my god, fuck off. Again. Like, what the fuck? How are you watching my live stream while you're at school, Wyatt? Don't they ban you from having your phone? Do you think plastic surgery is worth the cost in Toronto? That's an interesting question. Sometimes, I mean, if you do your research. But I don't necessarily think that there's specific surgeons that are like the best in Toronto. I feel like they tend to operate out of the US because the taxes in Toronto are so shitty. So like most smart, intelligent plastic surgeons would probably move to the US and be in like Florida or somewhere. But I guess the market here would be more like less saturated. Oh my god, why is this so wet? I swear this eyeliner is like leaking or something. It's like so wet. It's like gushing. Thank you for the super chat, Antonio. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're doing well. So sweet. And back to like the surgery topic. The only surgery I've ever had in Toronto was my tatas. That was it. And it was like a really easy surgery. I felt a little bit like it was just so fast and I was like pumped in and out of the institute. I actually had them done at the Royal Fairmont across from Union Station, which is crazy. They have like a whole plastic surgery institute in there. So that was wild. My favorite food is probably Thai food. Many trans girls get unnecessary surgeries. What's your take on this? I mean, all surgery is technically unnecessary. So just do whatever you feel like doing. Can't live your life by someone else's standards of like what's necessary or not necessary. Like, did I need a boob job to survive? No. Also, some girls really want that like bimbo-y type look, and that's what they go for, so do what you want to do, right? Whatever makes you happy. I will say, like, something to think about is the more work you get done, and the more you focus on the superficial aspects of yourself, the more you will attract superficial people, like superficial partners and stuff. Like, on average, the down-to-earth sweet guy who like is gonna treat you right, he's probably not looking for someone who's like super surged up and looking like a porn star. But like, those girls probably know that, right? And that's not what they're into anyways. Yes, everyone sponsor Faye. Help that girl get that triple F rack. Chloe's clocking the tea. We outlasted the spammer. It's iconic, but we don't want to jinx ourselves. What's my biggest motivation in life? Being hot and finding a hot husband. Hi, Agatha. I love your name. Where's Ethel? Faye, you might have a sponsor. But DJ, we don't even know. She was just joking. What are your professional and personal goals for 2025? Good questions. Lamano always comes in with the best questions. So professional goals. I want to make 6 figures off of social media so that I can finally buy myself a car, you guys, and just like improve the content that I make. It's kind of hard being a content creator in Toronto. There's not a great economy for it, so I'm always trying to improve. I want to like travel more and do some travel content. I also want to make my content sexier, hotter, and more professional. Like just like more put together, not so like, I feel like I was always trying to be like down to earth vibes, but I really want to like pull out the doll vibes and like be a little more glitz and glam and just like cuter, you know? That's the vibe I'm going for in 2025. Be a little more bougie, really just like know the value that I bring and stuff. So professionally, definitely like improve social media aspects, but I also would like to make some music because I got a little MIDI keyboard, so hopefully I can share something with you guys in the new year. and also just like work on some kind of film related project, whether it's behind or in front of the scenes. How are you? I like your makeup. I got lots of it. Do you want seeing it? Sorry, Tara, there's no way for me to see your makeup, and there's no way that I would want to. No, I'm kidding. A travel vlog would be fun. I always like do fun little moments. I feel like I'm strapped though at the moment, and like I'm not gonna be able to go anywhere for the holidays, which is fine. A lot of people are doing worse. It's just so expensive living in Canada. Everyone's telling Trudeau to resign. But will it solve our problems? I don't know. Mayhap not. Mayhap not. What was my favorite recipe from when I was a vegan? I loved doing like power bowls. Lots of veggies, delicious tahini dressings, avocado, and just like a bunch of flavorful, you know, vitamins and things. Thought it was so healthy and nice. Okay, I think we're done our makeup. Now I want to do a slick back. I've been having so much pressure in my ears lately, you guys. I feel like it's giving me like migraines. Who's Zoe? I feel like I'm missing out on the joke. But what other goals do I have personally? Find a husband, give birth, raise a family, be a trad wife. Hi, Gabby. Okay, I'm going to do my slick back. I might have anger management during this process because it can be difficult, and I haven't done a slick back in forever, so bear with me. I'm feeling low energy all of a sudden. I think I need Milani, but they kind of give me back pain. Maybe they hurt my liver, I don't know. It's true, Faye. Yes, I am gonna wear a necklace, Kevin. I was gonna make a joke, but then I was like, no. Okay, let's do this slick back. Do you ever just like delay doing something because you don't want to? That's me right now. Give birth naturally, Reba. I didn't have punani surgery so that I could get an IVF. Okay, night DJ. Are we gonna play Marvel Rivals tonight, Faye? I love jazz. Major jazz fan. Awesome. I'm trying to just like wet my hair enough so that I can put it into a ponytail. And I don't know how it's gonna work with bangs either. I always like challenge myself and my dysphoria. I feel like something that makes me dysphoric, which I know you guys love hearing about, is my hairline. I don't know, it just like bothers me. But like most women in my family kind of have a similar hairline. It's not the worst, but I definitely have that widow's peak vibe, and it makes my forehead look really square. But I just try to own it, you know? Have you thought about reactivating your vegan recipe IG and posting non-vegan recipes? I have, but I don't like spreading out my shit. I like keeping all my shit in one toilet. So, I'm just fucking with you guys. But yeah, I found like trying to manage multiple things at once was just not a good look. Like, it was really difficult. And then you post on like your Instagram with like 1,000 followers and you get like 10 likes. And you're like, why am I starting from the ground up again? Like, what was the point? So I'd rather just keep it all on one channel. The life and times of a Toronto transsexual. Girl, my hairline bothers me too until I realize most women have similar hairline anyway, especially post-COVID. Especially post-COVID. That's so funny. Yeah, who gives a fuck? Fuck insecurities. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. You only live once. The rest of me is hot. Who cares? That's what I tell myself. Love that you're a lesbian, Phaedra. I wish I was a lesbian. I just feel like dating women is so much more safe and cute. You don't feel like you're gonna get murdered. I do like bangs in my hair. I want to get them redone again though, like, because they only last for so long, and then you have to get them redone because they grow into your eyeballs. So yeah, my favorite beach wear, nothing. I like to go nude on the beach and roll around in the sand with my beaver out and shove sand up my holes and just, you know, have fun and scream and laugh and cry and then make love to a dolphin. Do you consider yourself famous? I don't. I actually consider myself the opposite of famous. Mysterious, unknown, bewildered, flatulent, all of those things. Okay, we've got our hair in a ponytail. Now we really want to make sure that our hair is like slicked back and sexy. I have this Amika the Cure hair mask. I'm gonna go in and use it on my hair and make it slicked back and gorgeous. I just put it straight into my fingers. Someone is vacuuming. It's my building people, the maintenance people in my building. They always vacuum outside my door and go like with like the vacuum. I think I'm gonna go sparkly. You were almost famous from that time you allegedly unalived your ex. Yeah. Wasn't me, you guys. The only good thing to come out of that scenario was that people were telling me that I was prettier than her. And then I thought to myself, wow, I could have dated someone who is in one direction just based off of looks. But that's like obviously a selfish, horrible thought, and R.I.P. Liam Payne, like, you deserved better. Better drugs that didn't kill you. Obviously I'm being satirical. It's a sad situation. Really, Ryan? Who do you think I should date? Like, what celebrity should date me? Should go into their DMs and tell them for me. Because I'm like terminally single. It's a problem. How's my dating life? Oh my god, atrocious, you guys. Like, I've come to realize men are very sexual beings, and I can pretty much sleep with any man that I want to sleep with, but it's not appealing to me. I'm not like a one and done gal. I have human emotions. I don't just like to have sex with people. It's not my thing. I like to have a connection. I like to be wined and dined and treated like a princess and like valued. I'm not a hole. And I find a lot of men in the city are just sexual fiends because they live downtown, they have 1,000,001 options, and as soon as you start dating the hot guys, they have like so many options, and like they know they do. I mean, like, so do I, right? But it's like, I don't value that in the same way that they do. So it's just hard. And then like I meet guys that I'm not really as attracted to, but they're really nice. But then I'm like, you can't just like go out with them because they're a nice guy. Like, you have to be attracted to them because it's just not going to work in the long run. And so I'm trying to find a happy medium of someone who I'm really attracted to physically, but also is a nice person. And it's difficult. It is difficult. Elio, shush shush. So that's kind of where I'm at. Elio, go lay down. It's just the vacuumer. So I still think I have a little bit of, I might have to go in a little bit more with this mask. I know, nice is the bare minimum, right? Like, it should be, but it's hard as a tea girl. Like, obviously I went on a date with that lawyer, and like I kind of knew that he knew I wasn't trans, and like it turned out to be a huge issue for him, but I kind of knew it would be. He was kind of insecure. Like, just based on our conversations, I was like, this is not my husband. Like, the way he's talking, like, guys always try to peacock towards me. I don't know if I'm like intimidating or what the vibe is, but I just go in hot. I'm like, hi, I'm Maya, like, you know, this is me, this is what I do, you know, I love myself, like, I'm proud of who I am, blah blah blah. And like, some guys just can't handle that. They think that I'm some kind of like weird Instagram model or something because I have 60,000 followers on Instagram. It's also weird, like, when they like see my Instagram before they meet me in person, and I feel like they all treat me like weird, like as if I'm some kind of weird Instagram model or something. And then they feel the need to peacock and be like, I don't normally date actresses. I've done it in the past, or I've tried this or that. And I'm like, shut the F up. No one's dating you and your oversized lisp and your insecure ass and your skinny legs. Like, just be normal. Have a conversation with me. Show me who you are, like, through your actions and your personality. Don't tell me who you are. Don't tell me who you've dated as if it's some kind of like brag. And it's ridiculous. And that's the way I see it. Like, I always find men are always like, oh, like, I hook up with girls all the time. I do this. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So, am I a morning person or a night owl? I'm definitely a night owl, but I love the mornings. Like, I'm a morning person who has accidentally fallen into the habit of being a night owl, which is horrible for me. It's just not good. It's mentally exhausting, taxing, draining, everything. It's horrible. I hate it. Can you guys relate? It's like poor discipline or something. I can't tell if I look good with this slick back or not, but we're making it happen regardless. And now I'm just going in and trying to just make sure that the ponytail portion is like saturated and good to go. even the back of my head. What are you talking about, James? Also, sorry if I offended anyone with lisps. I don't have an issue with lisps. I'm pretty sure my ex-boyfriend had one. I'm not 100% certain because it would come and go, but I don't really care about lisps. But if you're a weirdo and you have a lisp, I will pick on you for it. No, I'm kidding. How has your past relationship shaped what you're looking for? My past relationship was good in a lot of ways. Like, I felt respected and I felt like it was like a thoughtful partnership. I felt pampered in some ways, but I felt like there was a misalignment in our personalities. I felt like I was kind of more culturally relevant and more social, and he was more of a shut-in. And so there was just like differences in like socialization. Like I felt like I was more into having more friends and going out and doing things, and he was more into like less reclusive and more like, you know, remote kind of a vibe, and that was never gonna be me. And so I want someone who like I just feel effortless with and who I'm not embarrassed to be with. I mean, I wasn't embarrassed with him, but like sometimes I was. Like sometimes he would dress really ugly and I would be so embarrassed. But that's like very superficial. What else? I don't know. He just like missed the point sometimes. And he would always talk about working out, but then never would. He would like go to the gym and just like shoot the shit. And so he just like was never, he was always making these promises of like changing lifestyle habits and doing things, but then never following through. And I was just kind of like, And then especially when it came to commitment, it was like we reached an impasse where we were no longer really, you know, vibing with each other in a long-term kind of way, in a committed kind of way. So then I felt like I started adventuring out and testing the waters with other people, and he would still like come in and out of my life. And I just reached a point where I was like, you know what, like, what's the point of this? Like, I feel like I'm like waiting for him to change or waiting for him to like want to take the next step with me. And it was almost like 6 years. So I was like, that's ridiculous. I'm done with this. Like, he should want to live with me by now or like get married or something. And I knew that if he were to ask me to marry him, I would have said no. So like, what's the point of even wanting that? Like, I kind of realized that I was just like in a relationship that I didn't even want to be in. So a relationship that I want to be in is important to me. I think this braid looks disgustingly ugly because I have layers in my hair, but what can a bitch do? No, I won't marry you. Would I date a guy who told me he's a virgin? No, I wouldn't. I feel like I need a man who has experience. You can really tell in the bedroom if a man's a virgin, and it's never a good thing. Unless you're like 16 and it's prom night. I'm getting mixed signals, Ryan. For some reason, I thought you were gay. I always have a bad habit of like assuming men are gay, but it's not a bad habit because why do we assume men are straight? So like I've many times like at a club asked a guy if he was gay because like I got like safe, friendly vibes, and then they always act so insulted. And I'm like, no, like I genuinely thought you were gay. Like it was a good thing. Okay, Ryan is gay. Well, Ryan, thank God, because now we can actually get married. I like want a lavender marriage. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's basically no intimacy, but just like emotional connection. We just like snuggle under blankets and watch like, I don't know, movies and things, and just like live together and just like have the best vibes, but we're not actually like intimate. I think that would be like the best case scenario for me. I just want that simple lavender marriage. Yes, right, Faye? I think that would be so nice. Not gonna lie, I kind of feel like I dated someone this fall who was literally a gay man. Because when I tried to kiss him, it was like kissing a girl, and he was not aroused by me in any way, shape, or form. It was so awkward. But he was so nice and sweet, and he was honestly my best date, like, all year. But I'm just, like, certain he was gay. But, like, I don't know. Right, Christian. Are you also gay? I feel like this could be a very real thing, because there's a lot of gays that are, like, you know, unable to find partners because of the sluttiness of being in the gay community. Like, everyone sleeps around and breaks each other's hearts. Well, Christian, that's a danger zone for me, because if you try to make a move on me in a lavender marriage, red flag. That was a compliment, because I dated gorgeous girls when I was closeted. Oh, nice. I've heard the opposite though. Like, I've heard of like gay men that are like dating women who look like men because they could at least be like semi-attracted. Like, I've heard of that, and that always has me gagged. Can you imagine as a woman if like you were dating a man and he was into you because you looked like a man? Like, that would be so insulting. I would literally like, no words. Now, because I don't love my hairline, as you guys know, I'm gonna go in with some eyeshadow and just pepper in some darker shadow into my little widow's peak and try to buff out some of this. Uh-oh, I just gave myself like a black spot. Come on. I'm gonna go in with some brown to try to buff that bad boy out. Now it looks like I spray paint my roots. Oh well. I'll fix the baby hairs. That's the problem. I have like Scandinavian bangs, so I just have like blondish, whitish hair like all around here. It's not the vibe. And then I saw a weird TikTok trend of people bleaching their bangs like that around the hairline. People will do anything. Hi, hi, hi. So yeah, I'll take some applications from gay men to be in a lavender marriage. I think that's the vibe I'm going for. But you have to live like in my city, obviously. I don't do long distance marriages, even if they are lavender. Just think, we could even just go out for dinner together and stuff. That would be so nice. Do you believe in supernatural, heaven, angels, and ghosts? I like hope they're real because that's like so fun, but where's the evidence? I love that, Faye. Do it. Get you a lavender marriage. I've never actually been in a lavender marriage. What if I like accidentally catch feelings? Wouldn't that be horrible? I'm not sure how that works. Maybe I wouldn't. I guess if you just have like strong friendship boundaries. Okay. Might as well just detransition at that point. I'm kidding. Air hugs only. Christian side hugs. Have you guys ever seen those videos on TikTok of like these straight guys? Like they're obviously like in relationships with women and their girlfriend has like a gay best friend and he's always like smacking her ass or like honking her boob or something like as a joke. And the straight guy is always like wondering if the gay guy's really gay, because like that would never fly obviously if it was a straight guy doing that. I mean, obviously it could be a problem regardless as long as you have consent from like the woman, but I always think that's so funny. That's so funny, Selena. Do I have plans to visit Dubai? I don't, but I would love to. It looks gorgeous there. I was just watching Real Housewives of Dubai. So cute. Slick back is done. Hairline is blended. Everything is snatched. I hate chunks in my smoothie. Thank you. My opinion on bisexual men. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion. I think it's hot. I like when men are more secure in themselves. I find like the men that I've been with, and I don't know if it's just because they want to like seem more masculine or whatever. I feel like they would classify as bisexual, some of them, but they never advertise it that way. But I've definitely been with guys before who have been with guys. But I guess they would always be considered the top. But one guy that I hooked up with, he like said that, this is a while ago. Oh, you know what? TMI. Not gonna say. Different strokes for different folks. I feel like I'm too classy to share those details. Would you miss with a straight guy? What does that mean? Okay, I've got more smoothie to drink. Even though, for some reason, a smoothie without orange juice just does not slap the same. Maybe it needs some like cream in it or something. Or some milk. I'm gonna add a little bit of milk to this. I know people add like yogurt to smoothies, but I feel like adding a little bit of milk would just make it a little more thick. Now it's like an Air One smoothie. It's giving like ombre vibes. Milk would make it thinner, but it would give it a more creamy taste, wouldn't it? I also have heavy cream I could pour into it. I just wanted like a little more of like a creamy taste to it. But honestly, it added the right flavor, I think. Just popping a squat for a minute. Okay, Google, turn on my living room lights. Sure, turning 2 lights on. This lighting is not giving. Okay, Google, make my living room lights 100% brightness. I guess because it's so dark out today, it's just not the vibe. I'm drinking a smoothie, a protein smoothie, after my workout. Sorry, Brian. I have like all my lights set up via Google to like different smart things, so it's the only way for me. So in this smoothie, we have frozen banana, frozen berries, water, dates, and chocolate protein powder, and then I added in a little bit of milk. I have a very robotic voice, Faye, and the robots love that I can speak their language. So they always respond. Oh, I love you. You're the cutest. Elio did get a haircut. Christmas plans this year? Yes. Going home, see family, make charcuterie boards, do some baking, just spend time cozied up, staying warm indoors. Elio likes going back to see all my sisters and my mom too. Elio doesn't even need a collar. He's a free baby. Sniffany and Co. Little donuts, they've kind of melted. But we've got one piece in here for you, sir. Ooh. When you were home, your cousin who had given up vaping outside of social gatherings was given a vape by my sister, and she was literally puffing on that thing the entire time and had to hide it from her dad. Oh my God. Vaping is so addicting, so I don't blame her. Sucks when you get enabled to. It is addicting. I will say though, I'm officially 1 month vape free. 1 month. So like I quit it pretty easily. All I had to do was just be like, I'm over this. Maybe I'll smoke it again. I don't know. I just found it was like running out so fast. Yeah, no, it wasn't that easy. You're right. Clock that tea. Eat your donut. He wants the other half of the donut. Most embarrassing moment I've ever experienced. I'll tell you guys. So it's like maybe 3 or 4 months after surgery. This is like never gonna see the light of day after this though. But anyways, this was 3 or 4 months after I had punani surgery. And you're supposed to dilate like every day, like multiple times a day, so that you can make sure it heals properly when it's fully healed. And then you can like, you know, have a punani. And so I was dilating in my bedroom here. And I had only been living here for like maybe a month. So I wasn't on all the registries for the building. And they were doing some kind of like fire alarm check or something. And so this maintenance worker like knocks on my front door. My ex-boyfriend answers. They say, "Can we check your fire alarm? Blah, blah, blah." He's like, "Yeah, sure." Meanwhile, he's dumb as F because I'm literally like laying in my bedroom, which is like right here. See this doorway here? That's my bedroom. This is the fire alarm up here. So they walk and stand in my doorway with a fucking broomstick to hit the button for like the fire alarm or whatever. Fucking weird. And I'm literally laying in bed with a fucking, you know, shaped object up me. Like, I wanted to die. That's the most embarrassing story I ever have. I don't know how much they saw because I obviously like jolted up and it like shot out of me and hit the wall across the room and I ran. But like, the fuck? That's my most embarrassing story. And yeah, it's not horrible. Like it looked like I was getting down with in the bedroom and they walked in on that. Like that's what it looked like. Like, can you guys like imagine? Okay, Lamano, plans for today. I'm going to quickly shoot this content for this cookie company. I'm going to also shoot this content for this luxury, this sounds bad, but luxury adult toy company. They're like luxurious and gorgeous. So I'm doing a video with them as well. And so I have those 2 things. And then I'm going to live stream on Twitch for a bit tonight and go for a walk with Emma and also just like answer a couple of emails. So that's pretty much my plan for the rest of the day. I did do my workout already and I've already done some work on my computer, but yeah, so that's the vibe. I'm thinking Marvel Rivals. It's kind of like Overwatch, but with Marvel skins and Marvel characters, obviously. So it's fun. Faye introduced me to it when it was in beta, and I'm enjoying it. And what else? Maybe a little bit of Fortnite, because I bought the battle pass, so I want to like unlock stuff. But yeah. Thank you, Nacho. And thank you to everyone who's been sending in super chats. So sweet. And we finally hit 100 thumbs up on this live stream, which we haven't hit in a while, so I appreciate it. trying to finish this smoothie because it's healthy. I literally had McDonald's for dinner yesterday. I'm obsessed with their Raptors poutine. Maya, if you have any free time, you should watch some videos to get better on the ideas characters you want to play and how to play them effectively. I agree, Faye. I did watch the Widow one that you sent me, and I really like the idea of using her as a character. But I will say, I don't remember her having a grapple hook. Does she have one? Like, am I just dumb? I didn't know that. What else? What else? I'm so close, Beacon. So close. We are so close to 250,000 subscribers. We'll get there. Especially if I continue live streaming and stuff. I feel like we get new viewers every time I live stream, which is nice. Hi, Emelina. Thank you, Ravi. You too. Hi, Nazgul. Yeah, I didn't know that. Because I knew she had the baton. I knew you could aim with the gun. I knew... What else? Like, you could run. And she has her special. But I don't know, like, where the grapple hook, like, how you even use that. So I'll have to look into it. But I do like the combo vibe. But I will also say, like, because of how the game is structured, I often find myself, like, constantly changing who I have to play with because we, like, don't have a tank or we don't have a healer or we don't have a duelist. And so I kind of have to, like, have one for each that I'm good with, I think. To be fair, I don't think I knew it before I watched the video, but I also only ever played her once for, like, a few minutes. True. How did I change a lot, Yumiko? But thank you for the compliment. Thank you, Def Not Elda. I love a good slick back moment. Oh my goodness, Ryan. Thank you for the super chat. I feel like this is shadowed by all the supers Limano has sent, but I still like to support you. Stay awesome. Thank you, Ryan. It's never shadowed. I appreciate everything. You guys are so sweet. So sweet. He's just barking at the neighbors. I took him out like right before this stream. Elio, come here. Come here. He just wants to play. Go get a toy. Go get it. Go get a toy. Doesn't my arm look so long from this angle? It's giving like Slenderman or like Harry Potter, like when he like breaks his arm and it's like all rubber. You subscribe by just hitting the subscribe button. I don't know how else to communicate that. You know what would be the best way to make money? Be one of those live stream sleepers. Maybe he does want to go out. Oh, it's because I told him to get his toy, right, guys? And the last time we had his toy, I threw it and it landed on my island. So he knows his toy's up there and he can't get to it to bring it to me. So that's what he's barking at. Is your toy up there? Bring it back. You can't bring it back, can you? Because you're just a little boy who can't do anything without his mother's help. Insufferable, insolent little creature. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Yeah. You know what's up, Faye. Have you seen Goosebumps, the movie, Where the Monster Dog Floats? I have not. I used to read the books, though, when I was a kid. Where am I from? I'm from Toronto, Canada. Land of the silver birch, home of the beaver. What are the real issues, Carjack a Whale? What do you want to know? What real concerns do you want me to talk about? What if Elio could float up to get his toy? Float up. That would be iconic. Magical dog. Thank you, Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Binks. Yes, Joe, you can be my pay pig. All you have to do is start sending super chats. Send me some money, you dirty swine. If it's Marvel or DC, which one do you like? I think obviously like Marvel is more successful, but I do like Batman stuff, so. But definitely Marvel. Looks like I have dirt on my cheek. Oh well. Looks like the guy who said he wanted to be a pay pig, whatever that is, was all talk and no pay. I guess I should say all pig and no pay. If you said DC, I would have timed you out. Well, DC keeps flopping. Like, they flopped with freaking Superman several times. Wonder Woman was okay. They haven't really had a good Batman since Christian Bale. Let's get to the real problem. Taco Bell should be putting the cheese under the meat. That's a good concern to raise. I will say I've never really had Taco Bell before in my life. The only thing DC gets right is the female antiheroes. Yes. Are you talking about Harley Quinn? How old are you? I'm 29. No, I haven't, CM. Oh my goodness, thank you for the super chat, the inconvenient truce. Thank you for the $5. So sweet. Have I ever thought of going stealth instead of identifying as trans because life would be easier for you? That's always like a topic of conversation. I do have those thoughts sometimes. I mean, I can't really take back what I've shared, so it's kind of like the vibe. I don't have personally an issue with being trans. Like, I think I'm fine as a person. But sometimes you can be in like situations where like people discount you or judge you because of the label and they don't actually like get to know you as a person. So that can be disappointing. And even though I am so open about who I am, I kind of live a double life of being stealth anyways. I think just depending on how you're perceived in society, like people don't know who you are, so they see you at face value and you live that stealth life. And I'm a pretty social, outgoing person. I go to events all the time. I go out with my friends and party. Like, I'm always meeting new people. And so in those circumstances, I'm always stealth. Like, it's not something I'll bring up or talk about. It's not even like a topic of conversation. And so I definitely, you know, have lived stealth while also not living stealth, if that makes sense. Thank you, Faye. Thank you. I agree with that as well, like having positive representation. It's funny because, you know, it's so subjective, like what is positive representation? Like some people might see me and think that it's not positive representation. We all like represent different perspectives of life regardless of whether or not we're trans. Like no one is the same. And so I think it's just nice to add to the zeitgeist of like the trans experience because, you know, so many different people come from the community and sometimes you connect more with some than others and you like to have that representation. So it is what it is. But I think dating is obviously like easier when you're stealth, but it also, I feel like, connects you with people that are not as authentic. Does that make sense? Like I don't know, like you could accidentally go on a date with someone who's super transphobic if they don't know that you're trans, and that would be like scary. So I give Pinterest vibes. That's so nice. I love Pinterest. The other thing that's hard too is like, I feel like sometimes I forget I'm trans, like when you're out in public and doing things, and like say you're partying with friends and then like a guy hits on you and stuff, like 9 times out of 10 I'll just like reject them. But sometimes it's like, oh, I think that's a cute guy too and he thinks I'm cute, like what am I supposed to do in that moment, you know? So it can be hard. I'm not ignoring you, Phaedra. The process is slow, Ryan, but I'll let you guys know when I have something. Agreed, Reba. Tips for teenagers: you have your whole life ahead of you. Take things slow. Don't make permanent decisions because who you are when you're 25 is going to be totally different than who you are now. And just take everything with a grain of salt. You don't have to be perfect to be a positive role model. Absolutely no one is perfect. The important thing is willing to learn and grow and be the best version of yourself you can. Agreed, Faye. Agreed. And not having a closed mind. I would, Katie, but it's copyright. So I like would be copyright striked. I feel like you spicy, Maya. I don't know what that means. Everyone around me knows I'm TS. No stealthing here. In some ways, it's nice. I feel like, obviously, the consensus is that, like, if you pass more, you might have an easier time in life because you can just kind of move through spaces and, like, feel more safe sometimes, like, especially if you're traveling and stuff. But, like, when you move beyond just that level of like cultural acceptance and you just appear more queer or as a trans person, there's also a simplicity and an ease in that because people can see your journey and your existence more openly on your person, if that makes sense. And so you can be more authentically yourself and not have people be shocked, because sometimes it feels like if you start a new job or you, like for me anyways, if you start a new job or you meet a new friend group or you talk to a guy, it's like you feel like you're coming out over and over and over again. Like every single time you're like, when are they gonna find out? Are they gonna start treating me differently? Like you have those moments. Whereas if you just like wear your queerness on your sleeve, it's always going to be something that is just known from the get-go, and then people can like just chill the fuck out about it. So there's like positives and negatives to both. I feel like living stealth is a whole lot easier for those working with the general public on a daily basis, but if you have a comfortable life where everyone in your life is supportive, it makes sense to not feel the need to live stealth. Agreed. I saw a podcast recently. I think it was like with Joe Santagato and this other guy. They're like podcasters and YouTubers. And they had a trans woman call in, and basically she told them that she had been dating this guy for like 6 months or 7 months, and that she didn't know she wanted to tell him that she was trans because she went full stealth. Because of her work, she wouldn't be able to keep the job or make the same sales and stuff that she was currently doing. Like, it would have fucked everything up for her. And she even cut off her own family who were accepting of her because she didn't want any connection to being trans. Like, she completely stealthed her entire life. She had surgery and like changed the way she looked a little bit. So kind of just like witness protection program vibes. But she was like, I have this partner and he's really into me. And I don't know like what he would think, and I don't know if I want to tell him, because if I do tell him, I could be outed and lose my job and like have all these other issues in my life. And I worked so hard to be stealth and to do this for myself and to just live my like life quietly and independently. So is it worth telling him? And like obviously like he would have to know at some point, you know. So definitely something, a moral dilemma. Sometimes I feel like trans women don't even like the guys that like them, even if you're not a weirdo. Well, that's honestly not a good frame of mind to look at it, because just because someone likes you doesn't mean you like them back, you know? It's not even to do with like whether or not you're attractive. It's like, are you attractive to that person? Like, just because someone might have a crush on me doesn't mean I think they're attractive and I have a crush on them, you know? We all have our preferences. But I know I just speak for myself when I say this. For specifically like asking about, you know, men who are specifically attracted to trans women only, it can seem like a turnoff to trans women because it appears to be objectifying, if that makes sense. Like, we seek a certain level of womanhood that like we would hope could be interchangeable with like any other girl, not just trans women or whatever. So I could see like how it would make a trans woman insecure if like the man she was with only ever dated trans women. It could seem like a fetish in that sense. Cutting off family who accepted you to go stealth is wild. I agree, Faye. I could not do that. I feel like that's very like selfish and strange. We are live, Emmy. Thank you, Tay. Where am I from? I'm from Toronto, Canada. I look like Angelina Jolie from Tomb Raider. What's one of her lines? I actually dressed as her for Halloween one year. Thank you, Ratnam. Oh my god, let's just block Voyager for life. Goodbye. Voyager needs to like go back on Grindr and let off some sexual frustration. I went home to visit family recently, and even my grandma was doing her best to use my proper name and pronouns, and it felt cool. The only one who still refuses is my father. I feel you, Faye. Even my dad is like fine now, but he still calls me by my old name sometimes, or my old pronouns, even if we're like in public, which is so weird because like I've transitioned 10 years ago. I look the way that I look. I am who I am. And it just like throws strangers off in public. Like, they'll be like, what did he just call you? And I'm like, I know, he's senile. So, but he does his best. And when he calls me by my name, he calls me Maya. And I'm like, well, at least you're trying. Well, I'm gonna get off now and get some work done. I hope you guys have a fabulous evening if I don't see you over on Twitch. My Twitch is linked in my bio down below. It's always a fun time. We have a blast. We talk, we gossip, we chat. Lauren joins in, Faye joins in, and it's always just so much fun. And I'll see you guys next time. And thank you so much to Faye for moderating. And thank you to everyone for sending in super chats. I'm thinking 7:30 Beacon. 7:30 sounds like a good time to me. 7:30 EST. But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Oh my goodness, thank you for the Fiverr Inconvenient Truths. Thank you, thank you. I love the discussions we have. I love the deepness and the depths of it. I think it's important to have these conversations because it humanizes the experience. And yeah. So yeah, thank you guys. And I'll see you for future live streams. If I can end this one.